Hey everybody, welcome back to the Unreal Engine live stream. I'm your host, Alexander Pascal, and joining me today is community manager Amanda Bott. Get excited. And Lauren Ridge, a staple, of course, of our streams, and our special guest today. Actually, you're both our special guests today, I should say, because it's going to be awesome. And an introduction of Amanda, and Lauren gets to talk all about the really cool stuff that you got to do at WWDC. But first, Clint, it's the news. Let's hop on in there. So just a reminder that at the end of this month, the Summer UE4 Jam is happening. It's going to be big, awesome, and exciting. We have great prizes. We have more sponsors than ever before. I'd like to point out that we have 4 sponsors from marketplace vendors, in addition to Intel and Houdini side effects, side effects with their Houdini stuff, and of course the Perfor server provided by Assembla. So I'd like to say thank you to C Media, Kubold, Cinti Studios, and Wooden Sword Studios, which is run by, of course, our own Luos, who's, I think, in chat right now. Hi, buddy. So thank you all so much for being our sponsors. I think in total we have like 30-something plus like asset packs you'll be receiving if you're in any of the winning categories. We've also put up here the specialty categories are going to be best mobile title for Android. Again, iOS has those limitations. I made a note, since so many people asked last time, if you could put it on the Android store and just hand it to me that way. Yeah, that's fine. It's a lot easier for you. Best VR game, that was really popular, and we wanted to bring both those back. And then best cinematic, because we've done a lot with our sequencer tools, and actually what we kind of got to show off at WWDC is how cool they've gotten. And so we wanted to just see what you all could pull off in this next jam. So come onto the forums to find out more details about how to enter, how to participate, etc. And just tune in on the 29th to get the theme. And of course, we'll be putting out more media and social blasts about this as well. So as long as you're tuned in our stuff, you'll get more about it. And so that's it. Just send me your team info whenever you're ready to join. Next item up is the Unreal Engine Marketplace update for May. Happened, of course, we always do these for the previous month of all the things that came out over the course of the weeks of that month. Adam has a great write-up here. As per the usual, it is a massive list of tons and tons of cool packs. Great new animation pack, a few new blueprint packs, character packs, environments. As you can see, I love going through this because it's kind of like when we do the release notes and just scroll through all the pretty pictures. And of course, there's always a ton of audio packs because those are really easy to do. And there you go, plugins, props, and I think we got one more here, sound effects. Oh, textures, haha, and weapons. Yes, we have weapons. We need a cool picture for that one, guys. Come on, hop to. No, wait, there it is. Yes,
there we go. Lots of bows.
Nope. Yeah, this is cool. There's like a dagger pack and like a bow and arrow pack. There's a bunch of medieval packs for weapons out, so if you're doing like a realistic medieval game, you just like hit gold right now this month. So awesome work to all the marketplace sellers. Just wanted to say also thank you to Adam for writing all this stuff. He's a good guy. So let's see here. An evening with Unreal Engine in Helsinki. We're going to be having a really cool meetup there with Sjord. Yay, Sjord. If you're familiar with Sjord de Jong, I always mispronounce his name. I know that's probably not totally right. But if you're already familiar with him, he's awesome. He's going to be giving some cool talks there. You're going to want to come to the blog post. If you're going to be in Helsinki, come to this blog post. And actually, is this your first blog post?
It is. It is my first blog.
Because this is authored by. Yeah,
I did.
Actually, could you? I feel like I'm talking over your content now.
What? I mean, there's just cool stuff going.
If you're a fan of iKinema, and I know a lot of you guys out there are, because it's come up at me a few times, check out this blog post for all the things that we got to do with them. It's really neat. We have a nice video for you, and yeah, a little bit more on this aim controller setup. It's pretty extensive for the different games that have used the tech, but there you go. You can see that there's a lot of details in there. But check it out if you're an iKinema fan. You can see the games that have been using it, and also some other side projects and other cool projects that have been using it. Next up, join us at, join us in LA for the Unreal Engine E3 meetup. Wait a minute. Did someone sneak this in here? Because this one I already highlighted last week. I'm going to say that Chance probably snuck it in there, but for all I know, I probably accidentally put it in there. But you know what? It's probably a good thing to highlight again, because it's happening next week. So go to this. You want to be here. If you're at E3, go to this LA meetup. You have, of course, a chance to win this GTX 1080 Ti, which is incredible. So show up to that one. And our final news piece, of course, is that Fortnite Isn't that? And now look at them, got the hands. Look, they're trying to get up there, and I just boop, boop. This is fun. It's great. This is great. I really like this website. It's great.
Oh.
So, they can't see that in the thing because the hands are a little bit too low down on the screen. But yes, come check out Fortnite's amazing website. We're now all announced for early access. We've got access on the launcher. Boop. And they're going to be at E3. Yay, E3. So E3 is going to be bumping. I want that hat too. Clint couldn't help but say it, and I agree. That hat is cool. I think I saw a couple of the producers rocking them. But come to E3, check out everything that we're going to be doing, and you could have exclusive Fortnite swag that they're not even going to give to me. See, 4 fans. Okay,
I can imagine you're a fan.
I'm a huge fan, but it's I think that's actually for the people out there. But come see them at E3, poke them and tell them about what you like in the game, and also, we got to play quite a bit of it. It was a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
So as your playtest. So that's that for the news. So next up we have community spotlights. Yay! Of course, we always start off our community spotlight by doing a rundown of the top 10 Answer Hub Karma users. If you're not familiar already, you come to answers.unrealengine.com and you can answer people's questions, ask your own questions, give advice, etc. When you help people out, they can give you upvotes and little, tick box up things. They're kind of like likes, but there's just like a thumbs up.
Yeah.
So it's a thumbs up, and those give you karma points. And the past 7 days are all kind of logged into this list that you can see on the screen. And the top 3 people on this list receive a badge. And if you're on the top 3 times, you get a special badge with a gold star. But we just like to say a big shout out to everyone who helps each other out. So that's this. First up. Wait, I think this is probably a good time to get you trained in saying people's really weird usernames.
Oh, you want me to botch all these names? I see.
Well, I would never attempt to pass off botching people's usernames onto another
All the headlines
person.
that were there to read, he's got that. But
Yeah, here we go.
All right, would you like to try to give it a shot?
Sure.
Okay.
So would you like me to read the
Oh,
user
yeah,
and
the
the amount
top
of
one
karma?
down. Oh,
Okay.
you can say the karma too, yeah.
So Irakli
Mm-hmm.
with 270 karma. We have Redbox, thank you much. Ruben Ward, and then Hailstone Josh. All right, Noobs Dishroops.
Yep.
Is that all right?
Noobs to Roops.
Navid 100.
That's a new one. I haven't seen that one.
Vox with 85. Shadow Runner. Shadow
Shadow
River.
River.
I promise I can read.
We actually we gave him we gave him money for showing up on this list so many times. He got a dev grant.
That's awesome.
For being so helpful
Well,
and creating
congrats.
some of the things.
Congratulations.
For helping us. Yeah.
No, he rocks.
Erumaru and Extra Life Man.
Yeah. Yay.
I read things, guys. I did it.
Thank you all so much. We just want to, say thank you. And of course, if you want a shout out or to get one of those badges, come on here and just, help each other out. It's pretty easy to rack up karma pretty fast. And we had Aller game the system once, and like an hour before the stream got like 500 karma. And so apparently you can kind of game the system in your favor. So now on to the spotlight items. Our first spotlight item is from Jim Watson. So there is a student named Jim Watson from Gnomon. I think I totally mispronounced that, but
No, I think you did that one.
Oh, okay, cool. So he's made a really cool write-up about one of his student projects. It's just very detailed and nice. And you all know, I love seeing your blog posts where you go into detail about how you made a scene, etc. So if you are working on a blog post like this or have something of yourself that you'd like to show off, please hit me up on forums, etc. Or hit up Amanda Bott and Twitter, forums, wherever you can get a hold of us. So this is just a really fantastic breakdown. You can see he's got references to all the materials and where they're going to come from, blocking it out, etc. If you're a environment artist and you're already very experienced, you kind of understand these techniques. But if you're getting into environment art, this is definitely a good introduction, and definitely has. Oh, there you go. Light shafts to fake volumetrics, because this was made before the volumetric lighting. So that one might not be so applicable in 416, but. There's a ton of great stuff for the material functions. It's not a one-for-one tutorial, but there's a lot of great breakdowns as to how things were made and really clean, nice-looking materials. So just wanted to throw that one out there. So
and commented.
Oh, yeah, very well. You saw the comments, right?
did.
Look at the commenting.
These are beautiful.
Nice. Like the lines aren't even too spaghetti. They're a little spaghetti. There's a little spaghetti in there, but it's not too bad.
No,
this
but
is
comment
pretty
blocks
clean.
are amazing.
Yeah. Comment blocks are your friend, and then leaving individual comments per node. I've gotten that bad. Like I need it. So there you go. Really great work. Next one up. Subject A119. We've spotlighted A119 before when it was very early production, and I just wanted to say this is a really nice game made by a one-man studio kind of situation here. Mr. Goatsy actually is all over our forums. He's kind of all over our community. I think he might even be in chat also today. But this game in particular is a fun kind of puzzle solver in a kind of Portal-esque feel to it, but you have several different powers you can use, time manipulation, physical pushing, etc. But we wanted to give it another shout out here because it's coming out tomorrow. You have 23 hours to get ready to purchase this awesome puzzle solver. So please check it out. It's a lot of fun, and you can, here's you get the idea from the screenshot. It's got some Portal inspiration there, and just really fun puzzle solving levels if you like nice, fun, clean science labs. This is right up. Oh yeah, right up your alley. All right, next up. So this is something that is actually kind of on the way. Koki Games, I hope I got that one right. Koki Games was posting about how they are entering into a game jam with a theme of mirror, but they're going to actually give away their game jam source and everything as kind of a basis. Since we have the game jam coming up at the end of the month, I wanted to let you all be aware of this one, so in case it ends up being very helpful for your game development during the jam, this is like a good place to start prototyping from, and they've included a lot of dev blogs, which I love those. Just good breakdowns here. So as this one develops, keep an eye on it. This is probably going to end up being a project you want to use as one of the basis ones. We have like a lot of links at the bottom of every UE4 Jam post as far as cool resources. So when this one comes out, we'll probably end up adding that one too. So those are all of our community spotlights. It's all the news items. So let's hop it back over here, Clint, real fast. Okay, everybody, we're full screen again. So, thank you both for joining us. First of all, Lauren, I know that this is your day off, and I messaged you, and you're like, I'm technically on vacation that day. So, I really appreciate that you made it out. But first, I think, Amanda, we should probably talk a little bit about you and what your role is here. I actually don't think I've officially said on the live stream itself, but I have announced in a few other places. I am leaving Epic. I'm going to be leaving at the end of the month, and I'm moving to Barcelona, Spain. So if you're over there, say hi to me. But your new Unreal Engine Community Manager for North America. Whoa! Did we have that this whole time? So in order, I'm just so tripped up by the fact that we have a flag. If we have the Catalonian flag specifically, they'll all have a great time with that. But yeah, beggars can't be choosers. I know, it's cool. But so for the future, though, Amanda is going to be taking over for all of my primary functions and roles, and she's your new bestie. Though I'm still around if you want to hit me up on Twitter, But for all of your Unreal Engine related needs, you're going to be talking to Amanda.
A little bit.
So Amanda, tell us, where do you come from exactly? Do you come from outer space?
I like how you said that kind of with an accent. Like, where do you come from?
What? No, where do you come from?
St. Louis, Missouri.
Yes,
so from the Midwest.
Yes.
It's a bit of a jaunt over here, but not too bad. I'm excited to be closer to the ocean. So.
Oh, yeah. You're about, 2 hours from the beach, 2 hours from the mountains.
That's way different than 9 hours from the swamp, so.
No, you're in the swamp, actually. This is the forest swamp area is just all around you, but it's developed.
There aren't gators here.
No, those you got to go up to Roanoke for. You're gonna get a little, but you're not too far from the gator zone, So you're not too far away.
Gator zone.
Yeah, the gator zone. That's what we're calling it, right?
Okay.
Yeah. And you were previously over there working for NVIDIA.
So we had a small remote office in NVIDIA. There was about 30 of us there. And I was on the Lightspeed Studios content team. So I got to work on the NVIDIA VR Funhouse project, and came on at the end working on achievements, and did my own little mod that I haven't released or shared with anybody, but made some
You're not talking about it yet.
Huh?
You're not talking about it yet. It's too early.
It's just mine.
Oh, okay.
It's just sitting there. I don't know. I could release it, and you could bash some pinatas, and candy comes out.
I like this plan.
They're unicorn pinatas too.
Yes.
Oh.
All right.
We'll have to set it up.
Well, we should sync up with the Fortnite team for their pinata bashing like prize opening
Yes,
thing.
there we
then-
go.
There you go. It could be a lot of fun.
I don't know they get like weapons though, you know.
Cool.
But yeah, so I got to work on that, and I had the privilege of working on Holodeck, which was announced at GTC,
Oh, very
Yep.
cool.
and I actually got to meet Jensen, and I was on stage. Well, not on stage like you were
It's very
in
cool.
the same way, but you know,
Yeah.
it was
That was
fun.
awesome.
I got to
Holodeck
chat
looks really
with
interesting.
Christian von Koenigsegg in the fancy cars, so I
Nice.
was like, oh, this is kind of what it's like to sit in one, because I'll never sit in a real one. So.
No, you might. We can ask Mark if you can sit in the McLaren and he'll drive you around. It'd be fun.
Yeah, no
It'd be fun.
problem.
Yeah. No, actually, VR Funhouse is actually a pretty cool thing to have been working on. We have it over in the launcher too, and I'm a huge fan. I didn't tell you I was at TwitchCon and you guys had like a booth of that
Oh,
out,
yeah?
and to see like the line around that, crazy.
Well, it's a really great way, I think, for people to introduce people to VR, because all the games are small and very accessible, but it kind of emphasizes a lot of the cool things about VR that you can do that are like physics and this and that.
You don't have to tell anybody like what they need to do.
Yeah.
They just they already know what
Well,
the thing
what
is.
I love is we could tell people just like reach over your shoulder to get a bow, like, or you could be like, you have a quiver, and they're just like, oh, and they would reach behind and get it, and they
Yeah.
were just super ready, and so that was a cool kind of thing to watch kids play, and they would jump right in. And
It's absolutely fantastic.
yeah, the team did a really great job.
Yeah, the balloon room is like with the swords. That's my favorite. And I also love how no one ever had to get instructions. You just show up
You're
and they're
just
like,
like-
here's your swords. Balloons.
Pointy
I know
things.
what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Just make it pop.
The minding kids in a like 360 environment, like they see it and they immediately just like spin, and you're just like, oh my gosh, please don't die.
The chords.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, so you've been here at Epic HQ for just a little bit now.
Yeah.
Brand new,
Almost
but
2 weeks.
yeah,
Almost.
but it feels like you've probably gone on lunch with like 100 different people.
It does
You
feel
seem
like
to
that.
have already known like quite a few people here. You've met Jess Hyder
Mm-hmm.
before at things which you should know. We've had her on here a few times.
Yeah.
And Ellen, who's
Yeah.
wearing an amazing cat shirt today, but I couldn't get her to come on
She
the
vanished
stream.
on us, yeah.
Yes. Now, did you know Joe Kreiner already?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
I met him at Crab Feast.
Okay,
Yeah.
yes. And I was so glad. So she actually made it in time for the big crab feast. If you guys saw online, Epic Games once a year, big crab fest. They haul in buckets of crab. It's pretty fantastic.
I was like, this is what it's like every week, right, guys?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
buckets of food and celebrations. Yeah.
Look, the swamp crab.
Swamp crab.
Did you make it, Lauren, or were you over at
I
dinner?
was out of town. But
Ah,
Did
Ah.
anybody save some for you?
why
don't
would you
know
want to
that
eat
you-
no, leftover crab is not.
but no, yeah, you and I even met at GDC this past
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
You were showing me the VR editor, and I was just like, yeah, this is really neat. Amazing things in this like weird booth off to the side.
It
But-
was awesome. It's like, oh, she's editing fences.
I know, really glamorous work.
Yeah, it's a fun tool though. So,
Yeah, it was really cool. I was really impressed. Just because, we're used to developing on a screen, and so actually being in there and be like, I can move this stuff around. What is this like? And yeah.
Yeah, geometry mode's fantastic. So, it's good. It's good.
It's good.
Did want to ask, did you go down? You've gone down the slide, right?
No,
You haven't gone down the slide
No.
yet? It's week 2. Like normally that's day 1.
I don't know. Talk to Chance.
Okay, so after the live stream's over, we're going down the slide. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Only one person's ever broken their ankle on it, so it'll
Oh,
be
okay.
totally fine.
So
You'll
my
be
odds
fine.
are good?
Yeah, you're totally good. That was just the first time, and then we fixed the thing, so
Oh,
it's
all
all
right.
good now. It's
Was
all
it
good.
really the first person to go?
Yeah, actually the first person who went down that slide, and then they had to like code it and like do a bunch of stuff to make it slow down, because the first one just right into the concrete.
I need to get like one of the swishy pants so that'll go extra fast.
Oh gosh, and then you'll just fly off at the end, and then you end up in the 2-story tall Malcolm statue that we have.
Nothing
in the
could
middle
go
of
wrong.
Oh, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. It's really great. And that's why they make you sign a waiver when you come into the building.
Yeah, perfect.
Oh wow. Yeah. So since you haven't gone down the slide, what was the most fun thing you've gotten to do so far? Because there's quite a lot of things here.
I don't know, that's hard. Like, I think just meeting all the people here is kind of the best part. Like, there's a lot of good people here, and you all are crazy, but in, like, the most warming and endearing way possible.
And you haven't even met Alan Willard yet, right?
No.
Like, she's, like, we're always telling her, like, she's going to meet Alan Willard. She's going to think we're all nuts for keeping him around, right?
I don't know yet. I haven't met him.
Oh, wow. So, but you did get to do play tests, though.
I did. I played Fortnite,
Mhm.
which I'd actually been in the alpha for, and so it's kind of neat to see some of the progressions that have been made. And then, let's see, Battle Breakers, and I got to try out Spy Jinx,
Oh, yeah. It was all top secret and hush hush, but it was really cool.
which is
right?
very on theme.
Yeah. Oh, of course, with the spies and whatnot. But it's a cool game. Yeah, we got to do some Fortnite together. Actually, that was the one that we got to do.
Yeah.
I actually managed to carve out some time for it. Yeah, I really like what the changes they've made, and I'm really glad that it's like finally out there for y'all to play. So, a reminder, go pick it up,
Go
and
play
then
it.
you hit us up on the launcher because you can type in. You're just Amanda.bot, right? Like,
Yeah.
And then I'm Alexander.Pascal. So you can hit us up on the launcher and be our friends, and then we can play Fortnite with you.
And then they'll just like crush us, though.
No, it's cooperative.
I know,
You work
I know.
together. It's
I
okay.
know, I know.
This is like why I always had that mentality too. Like, I don't want to play Unreal Tournament with them because I'm just going to look at the environment and get shot a lot. But Fortnite, it's cool if you want to look at the environment because you got friends.
Well, you're
that
just
backing you
breaking
up.
it.
Yeah. Cool. So outside of those games, what kind of games do you enjoy?
A bunch of buddies and I really enjoy playing Rocket League, so that's always a
pick.
blast.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong with car soccer, right?
Oh yeah. The Rocket Car Soccer. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I really enjoy Borderlands. It's kind of like,
She's
My-
got some great cosplays for.
Yeah?
I'm just saying.
We will chat afterwards, right about the time we're also busting unicorn pinatas.
all right.
Yeah.
I think I have a new bestie.
Oh yeah. That's perfect.
But yeah, so those are some of my favorite games. I really enjoy playing like Stardew Valley, puzzle games. I'm really a cooperative kind of person.
Yeah. Yeah.
At least as far as gaming.
So Gears co-op mode is like totally up your alley.
We'll see.
I like Stardew Valley too. So
Yeah.
it's very cool. I was a Harvest
It's-
Moon junkie back in the day.
It's
so
very Civ-esque in that it's like, oh, just one more day. I'll play one more day. And you're
That's
like,
rimworld
do I have
for
time?
me. I'm like, just one more season, and then it's 4 a.m. and
Yeah. So that's why
Good
I'm
thing I'm on
very
vacation.
hesitant to ever start because it's like, I don't know how much longer I'm going to be. Like, do I have 4 hours or 8? But yeah.
Yeah. So let's see here. I've got. Whoa. Sorry. PC almost died on me. So let's see here. So what is there anything that you want to like work on specifically? Do you want to like make tutorials or do anything like that? What's your forte there that can be expecting stuff out of? So for me, it's cat pictures.
Oh,
it's,
I see.
it's mostly cat pictures and memes.
Well, I can do that too. At
Okay,
least the
good.
cat pictures.
As long as you can
'Cause
cover
I have
the
an
cat pictures and
adorable
memes.
kitty cat named Azura.
And you have a plaid shirt too, right? We can fix that.
Debatable.
We can fix that. We can get you a plaid shirt. This is very important.
Is that uniform?
I think Ray Davis actually set that standard back in the original like live streams.
Oh,
He was
okay.
wearing it, and then Chance would wear them, and then I'd wear them, and then it just became the standard. You gotta get you one of
I
these.
feel like I can do what I want.
Yeah, I think you know what? When I'm out of here, it's not like I can boss you around, so I think you're good. It's like no more of that.
you could leave
But
a
the
plaid
cats.
shirt somewhere for like.
We'll like hang it up like in
Like
memoriam.
in a case back here. Like we will always remember.
No, but I'm really excited. I really like working on VR. I've done some of that, at NVIDIA, and I just think it's such a cool medium. And moving forward, I really am excited to see where it can go and what kind of experiences people can create. And, any part you can contribute or be a part of that developing technology is just really exciting. So.
Yeah, well, you're going to really enjoy being on the bleeding edge all of the time.
Hey, yeah.
And there's going to be a lot of times where you're on here just like, I can't tell you, but I know about a cool thing. So that's going to be fun. And you just mentioned that you have a cat.
I do,
So
yeah.
I was going to ask you about your pet situation.
just one.
And how many. Okay, just the one.
Yeah.
We can
I'm
fix
not,
that
I'm not a
too.
crazy cat lady yet.
So you're not like me. You don't have like several cats.
No.
and
What
then-
is how many is several?
I mean, at this point, I'm at 2, but at one point in my life, I actually had 12 cats. I want to throw that out there. Because people always like, oh, Alex likes cats, ha ha ha. Actually,
That's a lot.
I was taking care of them. They they just kind of wander in and out.
Taking care of them.
Yes, it was a temporary. But at one point we did a head count. And we're like, there are literally 12 cats in this yard.
I think that's too many.
Dress them all to freeze first, because I mean there could have only been 6, and they just keep moving
They're just
around.
moving and cat stuff.
Right.
And they're hard to keep track of.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, anything else fun that we should know about you? Like, top secret, cool stuff that you do? Are you like?
Maybe it's a little
skydiving?
early to reveal. I have
All the
I have gone
skydiving
down
and-
I have gone skydiving before.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
I do that.
Okay, okay,
Check.
okay.
But not regularly. Like
And-
jumping out of a plane once was enough.
all right, all right. So it's not like on the regular, but the
No.
but sword fighting with ninjas. Anything else we should know about? Yeah.
We'll give it time.
Okay,
They don't need to
okay.
know all my secrets
Okay,
yet.
okay,
you know?
yeah. We'll have a few streams, and you can let all the bits out there. Like I've been here for 4 years,
Yeah.
and finally now they know.
You don't
that
wanna
And
I
you
just,
want
only
like-
that
just
12
now
cats.
revealed the
Right.
12 cats.
Yeah.
You know, I have to save some surprises.
Yeah.
I can't give everybody
It's
give
very
all my
important.
secrets away yet.
Yeah. Okay. That's fair. That's very fair.
But I do like pandas. That's
Oh,
important. Not that's
that's-
not really secret, but like
I mean, that's
that's
gonna
a
be fun.
universal truth. But
Yeah. I mean, if you get pictures of cats and pandas, then it's everything.
did he say he didn't like pandas?
What? Would you say, Clint?
Just become the cuddly animals.
Oh yeah, the cuddly animal stream. Yeah, we should.
Look at
you
live
know,
animals.
I've
I will
been.
come to the stream.
Yeah, I've been told that this needs to happen. That we just have to have a pets stream where everyone comes in with their
Oh.
various pets, and we just do the stream and never address the animals being there.
Excellent. Okay.
Yep.
Seems reasonable.
You could have an office cat. I think.
An office cat, Clint. You're my kind of man. I'm gonna miss you so much. You have the best ideas. Well, I'm losing track of my notes. Okay, there we go. Cool. So yeah, those are. I'm really glad that you were here.
Thanks.
Because also that means that I get to go have my adventures. But
yeah, which will be incredibly exciting.
Yes.
So congratulations to you as well.
Thank you, thank you. But I'm actually like when they said it was you that we were gonna be interviewing, I'm like sweet. Like did you just flag me?
I wish he was actually like
Do you
running
have a
by
torch though
with
that we
a
can
flag.
pass?
Oh,
Have
yeah,
Alex
do-
pass over.
A
Oh,
ceremony.
like an actual like if we can get like a do we have a torch graphic? No.
No.
It's got, he has like half the things.
There's
that I
still
want.
time, though.
Yeah, we can put one of those in, do a stream in the future. Where it's like, here's the big graphics torch. It'll be fun. Yeah.
It's got a cat on it.
Just you were so excited about that flag that you finally get to use it. It's all right. Yeah, but all right, cool. Do you have like a series of flags? I have to ask.
I do, but Spain is the only one.
Spain's the only. Well, of course it's the only one. Really. I just wanted to make sure that like if anyone else has ever like mentioned another country, we'll be prepared for them.
Yes, I do have a Japan flag.
Cool. Got the Japan one covered. That's good. All right. So, Lauren, we've strung you along and hung out for a bit, and it's totally your day off. So I should probably.
It's all good.
I should probably talk to you quite a bit about the reason that we brought you on here. Again, like I feel like it's the clerks like Dante. Like I'm not even supposed to be here today. So
It's all right. I found
Yeah.
out, that there's unicorn pinatas to be had.
oh yeah, yeah.
For your 12 cats.
And Borderlands.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also I don't know how well it turns out on like the stream camera. Your shirt is awesome. The Dust Motes shirt is just killing it, and I'm super jealous. So
It's not plaid though, Alex.
it doesn't have to be. It's like actually it's probably better than plaid. They're so cute. I love these.
Could you quote him as better than plaid?
Yeah.
Dust sprites.
Yes.
Better than plaid.
They're so cute. That was like my favorite thing about Totoro. Like, oh yeah, big, cute, whatever animals, and then the dust motes all come out.
Aren't they from Spirited Away?
But they're in the dirt motes that are in Totoro that live in the attic and stuff
These
too.
are the Spirited Away ones.
Those are the Spirited Away ones specifically.
Yes.
They're all like,
Live stream.
yeah. Today on the live stream we're talking about our favorite
It's very
Miyazaki
good.
films.
All right.
All right, yes. So we should talk about WWDC.
Yes.
You had a really good time there, it looked like. You met Darth Vader. Super jealous. We all saw it. You can't deny it.
We didn't really have a conversation, so to speak. It's not about meeting him, but I encountered him.
Yes, yes. And you were given a lightsaber afterwards. Is it blue also?
Well, the laser on the motion controller was blue.
So there you
Does
go.
that count?
Yeah, I think so. I think that totally
Okay.
counts. It's cool. So what happened exactly this week at WWDC?
So, they announced VR support for the Mac,
Mm-hmm.
and there was also the other demo that followed up with the other Epic team and partners that was talking about using augmented reality content using the SDK called ARKit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it seems like we've got a whole lot coming out in the way of Apple support. So, what role did Epic really like play in the creation of all the demo that you got to show off there?
So for the actual demo itself, I was helping sort of use the VR mode backstage to demonstrate how you could create a scene in VR using VR mode tools. And then John Knoll from ILM, he was great. He was helping kind of do like a directorial role, like, hey, what if we did something a little bit more like this? Like with the TIE fighter, we kind of bring one in and try out different places it could go in the scene. So it's kind of like I was the layout artist, so to speak, there, and he was the visual effects supervisor. So he was kind of saying, all right, what if we tweak this a little bit, or what if we took a look from over there? And so I was kind of helping drive that part.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
And you presented this whole thing in front of a giant live audience.
So I was actually backstage.
Oh, okay,
but
that's
I did get to see sort of the audience size. But the nice thing about presenting in VR is once you get the headset on and your headphones in, like I could be presenting to you guys or the very many people that were watching and cheering. And it kind of is all the same once you get into the groove of it. But it was an amazing experience to be able to present there. So.
Yeah. It was intense to watch. I was nervous for you, but you did fantastic.
Thank you.
I know you've probably heard that 1,000 times today from everyone. And Chance was in here earlier also saying, great job. But I do want to say, the moment where you do like a little stumble, and we all see how real it was.
Yeah.
That was perfect. That was like, oh yeah, it's not some super pre-recorded and overproduced moment. It was like, oh yeah, you can tell.
And
This
I was
is
just the whole
real.
time because like there's a couple places where I just have to step over the cord so that
Yeah.
I can turn the ways I need to turn to look at the things I need to look at in order. And I was just like, oh, I snagged it, and I was like, nope, okay, keep going, like place this
Yeah,
spaceship and keep going.
You did an excellent job.
Yeah, it was
so.
great
you.
recovery.
But the cool thing for me though is getting to show like what everybody's been working on so hard for the last months and even more than that. So like getting to show VR mode, getting to show it being run on a Mac, like all of that, like getting to actually display it was the really exciting part. So it's like I was out there, but I was helping show everybody else who'd kind of been working on it together. So
Yeah. It's it seems really exciting, especially like getting to show off all those VR mode things. Now we've had you on before, and and also Zach too, to talk about everything behind the scenes in VR mode and all that. But can you talk a bit about the VR mode features in UE4 you got to show off during this presentation, and what else is new? And I know we've probably talked about them 100 times, but
No,
just for everybody out there.
So this is actually pretty close to the 4.16 features that people are getting to try out now if they've downloaded 4.16 when it came out. So things like the laser that's got a little bit more forgiveness to it as you move it through the scene, that smooth laser. Bendy laser. I know Alex is just sitting over there going, I want to call it bendy laser.
Lazy laser.
Yeah.
That was my favorite one. Bendy
The
lasers.
radial menu, so being able to kind of dig down to whatever menus you need from the desktop editor in or desktop mode in VR mode. We use that a little bit to show like, say we go into simulate, we open the content browser, we play back a cinematic. What else did we show? We showed the content browser, so we had a bunch of things in there we could have placed, and we brought out, say, the Imperial Shuttle, or we had the TIE Fighter, which we've got the two-handed juggling, which is always kind of fun to do, where you've got one laser. And we did switch to asymmetry, so you normally only have a laser on one of your hands at a time, but if you've got something selected, you can get a laser on the other hand, which kind of gives you this free-form movement to kind of stretch it out or like pivot it. And so we showed that, and I think that's a method that we've tried to make more fluid and more intuitive over time, because it's actually a lot of fun just be like whoop whoop and try not to make sound effects because you're on stage in front of a lot of people. But I can do that.
It's not whoop, it's bzz, bzz.
Oh no, but when you're scaling, it's definitely whoop 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 whoop.
This is my favorite Star Wars sound effects. Yeah.
And then we placed a couple things, like placing Vader and having him kind of be behind me was really interesting, because like I could tell from my audio that he really wasn't in a particular direction, so I could kind of turn and look the right way. And that was like the moment that I think everybody first started to be like, oh, I can really see like everything building up, like in the audience. You kind of heard them be really excited for that moment when you turn and there he is, just standing there looking super imposing.
Does that feel intimidating when you're in the scene?
Yeah,
I actually wanted
especially
to
because
ask.
it's actually built to scale, and so
That's
he
what I want to know.
towers
Is
over
he's
me.
like 6'5", right?
He's 7 foot tall.
Oh,
I think.
7 foot tall.
Yeah,
goodness.
7 foot and change. And so me and my 5'7" self, I'm just like, hello up there, please don't crush me.
So when he swings the lightsaber across, it's really already kind of going over your head.
Oh
isn't
no,
it?
it would have, if it had kept going, just would have gone right
Ooh.
Yeah.
Take the dome off.
It's a good
Not
thing. It's a very good thing he froze, is all I'm saying. And then we played back a sequence that was already prepared to show like him kind of standing there being upset with the shuttle that was on fire. We placed all that fire in the scene using things placed in the scene and activating them with blueprints. So when I was talking about like these smart assets that have logic, they were all blueprints that knew how to behave in the scene. And then playing back that cinematic and with the final freeze at the end was really cool to do, and we played that back from within VR too. So if you like made a cinematic and you were like, oh, I want all the unicorns to come falling out of the sky, I want to play that back in VR and see how that feels as the viewer, you could totally do that in VR mode.
It's really cool.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome to see it, especially when you drop a ship off and it's like cool and it just knows where to go.
Yeah.
And all that kind of pre-built stuff is happening. And when can developers get their hands on the new Mac-supported VR features?
I believe the plan for that is for 4/18, so in the fall.
Oh shoot! I was gonna scroll down to the notes.
I'm catching up on some of this myself because I've been prepping for the demo and then. But yes, so preview 1 looks like it's going to be early in the fall, and then 4/18 when that comes out in the binary and around October-ish. Is that what? Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it's and it's also on the blog post. If you go to unrealengine.com/blog, there is a WWDC blog post that Tim wrote up. It's really great and it has some specifics as far as more like monthly. We don't like to say an exact date because we like to aim for things. Those of you out there, you guys work in software, you know how it can be when you have a hard set date and then you don't quite meet that one, but you get it the day after. So go to the blog for a few more specifics there.
Right. But I know everybody working on the project is super excited to get those features there for people to use. So I'll be keeping eyes out for feedback on people using it, stuff like that. I'm, for one, really excited about more people getting to use VR mode and like getting to have different people try it and be like, oh, this interaction scheme, like if you just tweaked it like this, or what if you did UI like that? Like getting that kind of input is super interesting and important to me. So
did you help develop some of the UI?
Yeah, so the radial menu is one of the things that I worked on a lot for the run up to GDC, and we had so many discussions with like the team and with the artists who were going to use it of like, what do you want? Like, because before we had a panel here on your arm that was, a panel around one hand that you activated by pushing the stick or the touchpad in a direction, another panel on your arm that you pointed at. And it was kind of difficult to know like which buttons and options would be where. And so now we've actually got a system that you can actually kind of know, okay, up or sort of bottom right and bottom right again is going to play, or bottom right and going up is simulate. Like you get this muscle memory going on, which is really, I think, good for power users.
Well, yeah, that's important to get that muscle memory so you can move fast and work fast. Because
you're not wanting to think about how you're going through a menu. You just want to click, 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 be done.
No, but I just admire that because like I've done work on UI, and UI is challenging in of itself, and then developing UI in VR, which is a new platform, and everybody's still learning together, so that the fact that you could put something together that
I think this will definitely be more iteration too, because like we had a couple rounds.
Somewhere.
Oh yeah, we've definitely. This is probably, I guess, 3rd or 4th round, but I know that there'll probably be more coming, like what happens when we want to be able to extend things. So we've got maybe plugins or more tools for the engine that want to extend that menu. Like we've got some hooks in there for that now, but what does that look like as more of a general system? And then I think for the floating panels, like the details panel, we always felt pretty strongly that, at least for now, until we figure out even more strength there, we're going to just make sure you can access the same things you would on the desktop. So you're not like, oh, where's brightness in this compared to this list? If you're used to the UI on the desktop, you can find what you need in VR. So
it's definitely a good thing to consider.
Yeah.
Cool.
Or like the sequencer UI, which we didn't bring up during this demo. We brought it up during GDC. But again, if people want to start using that in 4.16 or later on for the Mac, they can actually see their sequences and scrub through them right there, like in the same UI that you would use on the desktop, which is pretty cool.
Nice.
All right, so let's see. What differences can be expected when developing in VR mode for Mac versus Windows?
If we did our jobs right, there shouldn't be any.
Yep, that's actually that's what the note says here. It says none.
Yeah.
That's it.
That was actually a lot of what I was working on in testing, was just like making sure there weren't any disparities on the Mac versus PC, and It really should feel the same if you've got two machines to dev on. You'll have the same controls with the motion controller and your settings and everything like that that you're used to on PC. You can just pick it up on the Mac.
Cool.
Same as the desktop mode is. Aside from some things being under slightly different menus, everything is still available and accessible there.
Yeah, and you just pick it up off of GitHub the same way and just install it there. That's what the note says. Sorry. Just wanted to make sure that we mentioned that. That's you just pulled on the GitHub one, or it did a second ago. Never mind. But that should be how you.
And it will be in the binary, so
yes.
You won't even have to go enable it. It's on by default. If you've got a headset connected, the button will be there for you. So yeah.
Convenient.
Right, this is the part where I think you have to ask me a couple of these questions.
What?
Because I have a couple of marketing things that I have to say too. It's very important. So would you like to? Oh, here.
You're just getting practice.
So this is it. It's stream
Yeah.
1. We'd like to give you a little bit of practice here. So these questions on
Yeah.
here. Yeah.
So with regard to ARKit,
Mhm.
ARKit, which features does Unreal Engine provide for AR rendering?
We've been saying high-end AR when it comes to this demo because we are bringing the UE4 desktop class forward renderer to iOS, taking advantage of Metal 2, which opens up a lot of possibilities. This is the new forward renderer on mobile, so you'll be able to use high-quality materials, post-processing effects, reflections, and dynamic lighting and shadowing in your content. I just read that off the script.
Sweet.
Yes, I thought that would be pretty good. All
And
right.
So
Oh, yeah.
is the ARKit going to be available on Windows as well?
Yes, it will. The AR kit works when you build from the GitHub source. Same way. From the GitHub source. Early access support for AR kit will ship in the binary tools when Unreal Engine 4.17 launches in early August. We'll be talking more about the AR kit integration and showing how it works in a future live stream where we'll probably actually have people come in, open it up, and show it off.
Because I worked on the VR demo
Yes.
inside of things, and I think the guys and the team who worked on ARKit will be super excited to talk about all of that stuff too. Just like VR mode, yeah, making VR in VR. Like that's the thing to me of just looking
So
around
meta.
and like just feeling the scale of it. Like you said, seeing how big Vader feels next to you, or like being able to hear like, oh, is that lava sizzle quite right? Like, should it be louder or quieter if I'm this far from the lava river? Like that kind of thing. Are there enough dust motes in the air to like really feel good? Is the power of being able to edit VR inside of the experience like that. So it was cool to get to help show that off.
Yeah, it ends up coming off like in the whole thing is this very cleanly produced bit, but also it's just awesome to see just the power of everything. You easily manipulate things. It doesn't feel like power, but honestly, where are you going to get such ease of movement in other systems? So
Yeah, and I actually like to see new users get to try it because some of it just feels more intuitive maybe than messing with a piece of desktop software that seems like it's got a lot of options available to you at the start. You just got this whole viewport and you've got your two controllers. So you're like, okay, I want to move this to there. I can kind of just literally grab it and move it, and it kind of makes sense to somebody who might not be as familiar with editing tools like that. So
yeah, translation and rotation
Yeah.
widgets and all that. Yeah, I can definitely see how this is. This one really showed it off very well. The last time that we showed it off very well was the beach scene, so I think that was a lot of fun too, mind you.
Yeah.
But just getting to have Darth Vader in there.
There are these
cool.
really hot VR locations. I feel like some
Yeah.
sort of wintry thing for the
Do
next
like
one.
There'll be a
Alaska
skiing
next.
one.
or-
It's good. It's
yeah.
good. Yeah, maybe like we'll have because the last one was kind of more about surfing. We can do snowboarding,
There we
and
go.
I'm sure that I think Ryan Brooks is into snowboarding too. I'm pretty sure. If not, he'll just try it once and he'll be into it. I know he's an adventurous man. Very cool. Anything else cool that we should know about from your adventures at WWDC?
Just that it was an incredible experience, like getting to see that many devs in the audience, because it was a little nerve-wracking knowing how many seats were out there that were all about to be filled when I was going to go on stage, plus everybody getting to watch online. But knowing that they're just, devs like us, devs like me, and how excited I was about the tech. And I'm like, oh, they're all that excited too? Okay, well then I'll just go show them and it'll be fine.
Yeah, there's really nothing like being surrounded by thousands of people just as nerdy as you are.
No, it was great. And just like hearing the response and seeing people so excited to get to try it when they'll be able to have access to it is just, is super, super, super cool. Like, I really cannot put into words But I'm really glad for the experience and glad I got to help show off our tech, and especially with the ILM content, and they were all great to work with. So
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I'm actually really jealous you got to hang out with them so much.
yeah, and of course Apple was great also. Like the amount of work that they've put in to make this all come together. So I'm gonna say thank you to everybody who was on my team and had my back
Thanks,
out
Apple
there.
team.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Yes.
You guys rock. Yeah, it's very cool. We do have a couple of questions out of chat, so I'm going to take these really quick here. Okay, so these are mostly sillies. You guys.
I like silly questions.
Yeah, okay. When is the official Unreal Engine plaid shirt rolling out? I don't think that we're going to have an official one, but GDC had an official plaid shirt, and so I don't see why we couldn't. I can go talk to people, see if we can't do that.
I feel like you might know the right people for that, Alex.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it shouldn't be too hard. I have my plaid connections. Yeah.
Let's
see.
The plaid market.
Yeah, not the gray market, black market, no, plaid market. So it's really, really underground. So let's see here. For best cinematic game jam, could this also be a cinematic story to qualify without gameplay? You're gonna have a hard time because we judge on fun factor as well. You're gonna have a hard time getting those points. So you're gonna want to have gameplay in there, even if it's like a choose your own adventure thing. Actually, if someone did a choose your own adventure game and it was like mostly cinematics,
I would play that.
I think that'd be fun.
Yeah.
I like story-based games, so that'd be a lot of fun. Can you thank Lauren for her C++ video tutorials? Yes, I can. Thank you, Lauren.
Thank you.
I am enjoying those thoroughly myself too. I've actually decided to go back and brush up on things as I'm getting ready to go over to Spain. So
I love seeing when people like expand them too. Like there was one where they like did something else with the batteries, like blew them up or something. Like that's just fun to see too.
let's see here. Status of Leap Motion controller support. There's a plugin for Leap Motion controller support, but I don't think that we have any knowledge of what they're doing in Mac. Got a couple of random questions here. Let's see here. Alex, are you taking Epic Clint with you? No,
He's gonna hang
I'm
out
gonna
with
keep
us.
him.
No, yeah, Amanda is actually. We fought for him.
Was it
and
rock paper scissors?
no, actually, it was an arm wrestling contest, and I totally lost. She's a lot tougher than she looks. I'm not very good at arm wrestling. Yeah, just so yeah, she gets to keep him, and that means that you have to water him and feed him. You got to take him on walks. You can't leave him in his cage overnight. He gets antsy.
You mean I can't leave him in here?
No.
Alex is used to this. He's had 12 cats.
I
My
like
12
one.
cats of experience is fine. I got enough under my belt there. And how are you all doing today?
These questions,
Excellent.
Man, they're hard.
These are really. You guys are
There's
just
some
lobbing the
investigative
hardballs.
journalism happening in the Epic community right now. No, I'm having a very good day. I get to hang out with awesome coworkers and then go back on vacation.
Yeah.
Gonna go home, just chill, play some more RimWorld. I hear.
Play some Paragon probably.
Paragon, yeah. Oh yeah, and maybe some Fortnite because you got that going for us too. It's very cool. But yeah, thank you all for your amazing questions. We will be seeing you all next time. But it looks like that's all that we've got question-wise that we can answer. People are asking us some stuff that's just completely unrelated to the stream entirely.
Yeah.
But thank you all so much for coming out and and meeting Amanda and hearing all about the awesome stuff at WWDC from Lauren. We will see you all next time on Tuesday, which is our training stream at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Same bat channel, same bat time, all that. And as we go out, I think, remember, like, subscribe, and hit all the various buttons all around your various screens because we stream to different settings now. So make sure that you are already subscribed to our channel. So every time we have cool updates, you get them. And that's the spiel for the outro, I think. You want to throw anything else at him?
I just realized the lights are blue and I wonder if Clint did that because of my hair.
Weird.
With both of our hair.
I appreciate that.
Because
Okay.
Clint's hair is
Alright.
blue too. Oh yeah.
I feel like I'm missing out.
Oh yeah, that's okay. I've been missing out the whole time. I've managed to. Yeah. That's why they fired me. I spent 4 years here, never dyed my hair once. Darn. Yeah, but all right, we will see you all next time. This has been a lot of fun. But see ya.
Bye.